Hey everybody, so welcome to the Hotness Monster Test Kitchen. I'm your Hotness Monster, and today we're going to be making salted caramel brownies. It's Paula Deen's recipe, but we're doing a little spin on it. It's going to be Bon Appetit's chocolate fudge brownie recipe, and then Paula Deen's salted caramel topping. And my friend made these a while ago, and I've been literally hooked on them ever since, and so I love to make them, and that's what we're going to do today. First we start with 1 1/4 stick of butter, and we're going to brown it for about 5 minutes. So the butter starts foaming a little bit and it starts to brown on the edges, and you want to keep stirring it. So it's starting to brown up on the bottom, and that's exactly what you want it to do. So we're going to add our 1 1/4 cup of sugar after we took the butter off the heat. And then give it a good stir. 3/4 cup of cocoa goes in with our sugar butter mix. And then we need to add our vanilla. We want 1 teaspoon of vanilla. See how fudgy that looks? These brownies are going to be awesome. And then you need 2 teaspoons of water. So it's looking really good, really fudgy. And then once it cools down a little bit, we're going to add the eggs. But we have to wait a second because we don't want to temper them. So we're going to add our eggs one at a time. Give it a good stir, nice and blended. We're going to add the next one. You want it to look really shiny. So once you get that shiny effect, you give it a good stir. We're going to add the 1/3 cup of flour and kind of a heaping 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Smells so good. So in order to prep the baking pan, we need about a 12 by 12 square of parchment paper. So you get your canola oil spray, you give your pan a little spray, take your parchment paper, and you kind of just press it in there. And feel it around. And then you kind of just give it a little quick spray on the top. There you go. You want to spoon it all out in there, don't miss a drop. It's a little thick and fudgy, that's what you want. It's so fudgy. Good thing I did an arm workout yesterday. You want to make sure that it's even. And we're going to put it in our oven. So we've had the oven on 325. Put it in the top shelf. And we're going to leave it there for 25 minutes. The brownies have been in the oven for about 25 minutes. So we're going to take them out. So now we're going to make the salted caramel topping, and then we're going to have salted caramel brownies. So we start with 1/4 stick of butter and 1/3 cup of really packed brown sugar. So as the butter and the brown sugar are heating up on the stove, you want to add 6 tablespoons of whole milk. It might simmer a little bit as you put it in there. Just be careful. You can already smell the caramel. So the caramel sauce simmers a little bit, heats up, starts to foam around the edges. Just keep your eye on it. Give it a little stir from time to time. So after 3 minutes, turn the stove off and take this simmering caramel sauce over here, and you're going to pour it over 2 cups of confectioner's sugar that you sifted beforehand. Alright, get all that sauce in there. Then you're going to get out your beater. Then you're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla. And you're going to give it a good stir. Make sure it's nice and mixed. Alright, then we're going to pour it over our brownies. And then you just want to make sure that it covers all the brownie. And then you get your salt. This is the salted part. and kind of just give it a good shake. Depending on if you're a salt person, you might want a lot, you might want a little. I like a lot. It kind of gives you that sweet savoriness all in one bite. I'm telling you, these brownies are amazing, and they go great with my abs. And once the salt is on there, the caramel topping, we're going to put it in the fridge and let it chill for a little while. Alright, cleanup time. Okay, so the brownies have been chilling in the fridge for about an hour. We're going to take them out, we're going to cut them up, and we're going to eat them. This is where the parchment paper that we did earlier is going to really come in handy, because we're basically just going to lift them out of the pan and put them on the cutting board. You're going to get a big old knife, and you kind of want to cut them into 4 strips. This is where that arm workout that you did yesterday comes in handy. Alright, so it's the moment of truth. We're all on the plate, cut up. I'm eating this one because it looks the fudgiest. Oh, it's so good. And they go really well with these. So that's it for today. Thanks for being here in the Hotness Monster kitchen. And this is how you cook like a monster.